that's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Looking to throw here, Huntley. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Third down pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Here's Purdy. They'll roll him out right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
It's a gain of 20. And the 49er first down.
Throwing here, Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Purdy. Touchdown! Mike Evans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are an extra point away from taking the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
6-6. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
And that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Huntley off of play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle and friendly partner. It's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Huntley to throw. Flush to his right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a complete completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going for it. Huntley. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. The pitch to Henry. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now Huntley. Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 32 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Tyler Luton to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Purdy looking to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Nnamdi Madubuike, his 2nd sack of the night. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. James Cook, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Purdy now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Purdy. The 20, 10, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 46 yards. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Ravens 19, 49ers 13. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Huntley. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 15-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And this one is right through. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
A final shot before break. Huntley. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now Huntley wants to audible to another look. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Huntley. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. Oh, that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10. Purdy. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun on 3rd down. Purdy. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw, Huntley. Complete to Likely. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Huntley working from the gun. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
The coverage by Charvarius Ward.
Henry up the middle. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Huntley. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
This has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
19, Tiger. 60.
4th down, Huntley. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short throw to Ingram. And now defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Purdy.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Makes a connection with his running back, Derrick Henry.
Huntley's pass complete to Derrick Henry. A 6-yard pickup.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now 2nd and 4. Hundley looks to throw. Throw caught by Flowers.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Huntley. There's Lane on the slant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Huntley.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Baltimore.
Here's Huntley. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive